What's up, guys? Pikachu's cousin here got a RU battle against a guy named Juwan Kyle. I think I said that right. But he's got a team that he said he's never used before, and I kind of just got some random Pokemon from my boxes. I got Double Trouble here, Electavire and Magmortar, two of my favorite Pokemon. And so yeah, let's just roll it and see what happens. So, oh, sorry, my dog is barking. You stop that. So he's gonna lead off with his Uxie, and I'm gonna lead off with my Electavire, thinking that it's gonna be a physically defensive Uxie. So I go straight for the T-Bolt, and it does a really big chunk. So I'm starting to think that he is indeed physically defensive. And now he's gonna set up the Rain, and I'm not too worried about the Rain because my team is semi-catered towards Rain. And right here I thought he was gonna switch out, so I went for the Ice Punch, and believe it or not, I do get the freeze. I don't know why you wouldn't believe it, because you would be seeing it. Fucking stupid. So now I'm able to finish him with the T-Bolt, and that's pretty awesome, but pretty gay because it was freeze hacks. So now he's gonna go into his Electrode, and he goes straight for the Hyper Beam. That's awesome. Style points for using Hyper Beam, but it doesn't take me out. Even if that was Specs, I'm kind of confused. It might be Specs. I usually always see Specs Electrode. It probably didn't take me out due to the fact that it wasn't stabbed, so I am able to finish him off with a Earthquake. So now he's going to go into his Kabutops, and I am going to switch into my Uxie, which is also physically defensive. And he goes straight for the Aqua Jet, probably just trying to finish off my Electavire. And that's not going to do much damage at all. Actually, well, you know, that does a decent chunk. Kabutops is a good Pokemon. Kabutops usually kicks my ass around when I'm up against it. So now he sets up a Swords Dance, and for some reason I think I thought he was going to switch, but he totally doesn't. So I set up my Rocks, and he's actually going to set up another Swords Dance, and I'm starting to get really scared of this Kabutops. I mean, he could easily sweep me with +4. So I'm just going to try and get as much damage off on him as I can before he just ruins my day. And I get a big crit there, bring him down to like 1 or 2 HP, which means he can take out my Uxie, but he will die to his own Life Orb recoil. So down goes a big threat. And man, I really need to try out a Kabutops. They are just really good. On Pokemon Online, I got swept by a frickin' Swords Dance Resto Chesto. But yeah, that's besides the point. So he's gonna go into his Rotom-Cut as I go into my Magmortar. And his Rotom-Cut is faster because he is Choice Scarfed. I'm not even sure if he has a higher base speed than Magmortar. So he's just going to Volt Switch out and go into his Omastar. And that's a really good move because it takes my Lava Plume very well. But I do get a burn, which it did come in handy because it's not a physical attacker, but the residual damage really does come in handy when you're dealing with something that's going to set up Shell Smashes and just ruin you. So I'm going to go into my Farlagator, because I do carry a superpower, which it will knock this thing out easily, as he sets up the Shell Smash, and he does carry the White Herb, so his defense drops are nullified, and he does take some burn damage, and it's really coming in handy. I mean, he's at less than half, and he goes for Earth Power. I don't think that this is stabbed. I think he's Water and Rock, so it's not enough to take me out. I do live with the lucky 69 HP, and I am able to take him out with a superpower, which is fantastic. Net another big ass threat out of my way. I mean, this team he has really likes to set up. But anyway, down goes that Omastar, and he's gonna go into his Rotom-Cut, and the electric type attack is really obvious, be it T-Bolt or Volt Switch. So I'm just gonna go into my Electavire and get the Motor Drive to raise my speed. Hopefully I'm faster than him, because he is Choice Scarf, but he switches out into his Ludicolo, which is another good play because I do carry Flamethrower. And in fact, I do go for the Flamethrower, which is only neutral damage to Ludicolo because he is part water. I mean, it still does a good chunk, almost half, but not enough to take him out. And I do die to my own Life Orb recoil. So Electavire, you did a really good job. And now I bring in Magmortar to basically fodder off to see what he's going to go for, what type of attacks he's going to use. And he goes for a Waterfall, so he's in fact a physical attacker, which I don't see very often at all. And I get the Flame Body Burn, which is just more hacks, but it does really come in handy because he is a physical attacker. So now I bring in my Ludicolo, and I win the speed tie if he does have full speed investment, because I know mine does. And I am able to finish him off with the Ice Beam. And now I think all he has left is the Rotom-Cut. So he's going to trick me the Choice Scarf, and I am really not worried about that at all. In fact, I'm kind of happy about it, because now I do outspeed him, and I will be able to take him out with the super effective Ice Beam. So yeah, that is GG, and that was a really fun match. I really like the team he was using. Pretty scary with the Omastar and the Kabutops. And I think that was in the Specs Electrode. But yeah, anyway, you know, good game, and peace out.